Okay, let's try that again. Howdy, YouTube! Welcome to the nest. This is the Crow's Blade and Woodworks, and I'm Ron, your host, and you've just entered the Crow's Nest. Thank you for coming, and let's see who's all in here. Marco, Joe Kasprick, Kelly's Mishmash, welcome to the nest. What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? I got to know. Gary Graham, Kane Miranda, Kathleen Smith, welcome to the nest. What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? What you have for lunch? At least it'd be lunch for me. I had a egg salad sandwich and some chips. So what are y'all carrying? Dana, Barbie EDC girl. That's Bladders, Barbie. I'm just kidding. Let's see who's all in here. Who else? Oh, that's about it. Neil McKenzie, Mick Ranger, Jim Trigafera. Welcome to the nest. How you doing? How's everybody doing today? I am doing fine. It's a little warm in here. I'm probably going to have to excuse myself here in a second to increase the AC because it's warm in my office. Kurt White, hey, how you doing? Welcome to the nest. What you got in your pockets? What you carrying today? Had a small conversation with Barbie on her one of her recent videos, and she had the Freya, and I told her that it's identical to the Peacock, and here's the Peacock. The only difference is, as far as I know, is the flipper tab. And you know, in her video she complained about the flipper tab or the Freya not having a flipper because, you know, she's got nails and oops, a little too far. There we go. She got nails and it's difficult to open up use thumb studs with long ass nails. But this is the powder blue one. Very, very snappy. It's the FRN scales. I'm not sure about the steel. This one has lots of scratches on it because it has seen some use. It's 9CR ATMOV. There we go. How's that? Better. Hey, can you guys hear me okay? I can hear me just fine. How's the music? Too loud, too low? And so that's the powder blue one. Put this out here. I'll even flip it open like that. And then I have the black one. The only reason why I found out that these were discontinued is I went to try to buy more for the channel for giveaways, and unfortunately they were no longer in stock, and I couldn't find them on Amazon, couldn't find them on the Remet website, and of course that was before I knew about pickled steel. And I guess other companies use the same model, just call it something different, but like I said, it's very snappy. The FRN would normally, I guess, be a little flimsy, except for this waffling, which gives it some strength and sturdiness. Plus, I believe there are steel liners. Yep, I see full-length steel liners. But like I said, it's a fantastic knife. Like I said, and these are no longer for sale by Remet. But if you want a virtual copy with minus the flipper, go with pickled steel, which I plan on doing because I was contemplating doing a flipper delete on these anyways. But if I can get a couple Freyas, I won't have to do that. There we go. There's that. And we're gonna oh crap, That's funny. I forgot to bring in my package. I'm going to do an opening, box opening, but I neglected to bring the package into the office, so I'll have to go out and get it. But before that happens, let's see who's out, if anybody's all snuck into the nest. And yes, Kelly's got the details, or the deets as people call it. The Freya is catalog knife of the Peacock. Also, body screws on the Freya are T8s. Aha! And the stonewash is different, along with the flipper delete. Yep. And that's what makes me want to get the Freya. And my understanding is it comes in several different colors too, and that would be a bonus to my collection. Dana, welcome to the nest. Henry G. What's in your pockets? What's everybody carrying? Nobody's filling me in. They're keeping me in the dark. Oh, Henry G is carrying the military tube after LCAP Addict asked him about it last week and again this morning, so I threw it in my pocket. Kelly Mishmash is giving us an update. I will also eventually have the pink, blue, and black Freyas. That was, let's see, the chat jumped on me. That are pretty much just like the Peacocks. They will have the flippers. Just the SWD editions are no flippers. So I definitely want the no flipper ones. And McRanger is flicking his awesome Warhog that was gifted to him by my broski, his broski, Dragoon, for his birthday. And it was sent by Sis, Kelly Mishmash, with a few awesome little extras. Nice. Dana's got the news towel. I'm not sure what that is. I have a military too also, says Gary Graham. And Barbie EDC Girl says, I really want the blue Freya. So beautiful. Barbie. Let's see. Ralph Robertson says, Barbie wants the teal one next. Today's carry is the Tenable Bomber and a Para 3 Light. Nice. And, oh yeah, I already read that. All right. So, hot off the presses. So, the president and CEO of Niagara Specialty Metals had answered my question on Steel Nerds, Knife Steel Nerds video. And I'm going to read this email directly to you. Okay, we sell all CPM alloys to Asia, except for MagnaCut. No idea how they got it or if it's legit. We will eventually sell there, but that's a ways off. There's a PM mill in China making a version of MagnaCut, but they are not licensed to use the name in the USA. We patented and trademarked Magnamax, and it will not be made available to Asia. So, the only way you're going to be able to get Magnamax is on an American-made knife. Or a fake. Or a copy. But that's today's news. Hey, give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm not even going to start the timer, but I am going to put you. I didn't have to go far. Wait a second. What is the deal here? Hang on. I hope everybody's hear me. But oh, yeah. I see what happened. There we go. Hey, the camera followed me over there and then lost me and couldn't follow me back. But I actually had the package. Here it is. It was actually over there on the spare bed. Don't want you to see that because that's the addresses. My address is their address. I care less if you see mine because, anyways, you all eventually will see mine because you will have won a GA. Let's see who just snuck in. Let's see. Mo Patty's in the house. Mo Patty EDC. Welcome to the nest. What's in your pockets? What are you carrying today? And we already covered McRanger. Jason Beecher. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the nest. What are you carrying? What's in your pockets? Okay. Let's see. So this package came from a giveaway win that I won on Mattis Said Faction. Sorry, it was Said Faction episode or live stream. And the funny story behind this is Mad Yako won the GA. He DSKFS'd it to Henry G, who DSKSF'd it to me. So that adds some confusion to the whole matter. And so I end up finally getting the knife. It took its long time getting here, but I'm using the Black Peacock to open the package. And let's see what we have here. We have the GA pack. And let's see. It includes a coin. Let me zoom in here. There we go. And it says, I helped Jimmy Slash build a knife shops, pals, and all got, what? I can't read that. Hang on. If I don't rip this plastic, there we go. Pull it out of its envelope. All I got was this lousy coin. Let's see what it looks like on the back. I'm guessing that's Jimmy Slash. Oops. Nice. Okay. Jason Beecher, Leatherman Wingman, Case Sadi Jr., Flissa, and Pickled Steel Freya. Well, you know, it looks like it's a Freya episode. A Freya episode. Now I definitely have to get one. James Alton, welcome to the nest. What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? And who are you saying hi to? You're saying, I didn't see Dwayne Letterman. Dwayne Letterman, welcome to the nest. What's in your pockets? Oh, there he is. Haha. Okay. I did try to set up a thing to highlight the chats, and unfortunately, it worked the night I installed it, which was day before yesterday. But unfortunately, I can't get it to connect today. So we're doing this the old-fashioned way. Let's see who else is here. Let's see, Ralph Robertson, and I already said hey to James, and Marco as well. Old Man on the Ridge, welcome to the nest. Yeah. Old Man on the Ridge, welcome to the nest. What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? What you have for lunch? What are you having for dinner? I got to know. Hey, so here's the coin, and we have some sticker swag. And God help me, I watch his videos all the time. I'm actually a member, and I can't remember his name right now. But there's that sticker. Good channel though. He always does. He takes apart the knives and services them. Let's see, and then we got Station 9. Become harder to kill. Okay. Evolved EDC, the evolution of everyday carry. Nice, nice. Off-grid knives. Arena never enough knives. That ain't that the truth. Never enough knives. Evolved EDC again. And the Knife Junkie. Good channel. Watch it virtually every week. Okay, that's the swag pack. Let me go ahead and put it in this bag here. Got more stickers for giveaways. Hang on just a second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had to go and turn up the air, because it's sweltering in this office. And here's the Gawain, the Verdict. It's a cold steel Verdict. Spear point OD green GFN handles. It's got a knife steel that I've never heard of. 4116. I looked it up, but I forget exactly what it is. But let's see. Gonzo, welcome to the nest. How you doing? What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? Kathleen Smith, welcome to the nest. How's everybody doing? And here we go. And we'll put these over to the side. This is a cold steel Verdict. Very snappy. I own only a couple cold steels because, well, I'm not a particular fan of a lockback, but because I prefer my knives to be, you know, one-handed operation. And sure, I could do this, but last time I tried this, not on this knife, but last time I tried this, yeah, a very small blade and a little light so it won't close on its own. Let's see, blades, let's see, let's go here, boom, boom, there we go. And blade is about 3 inches long with a 2 3/4 inch, maybe a 2 7/8 blade length. Total size is 7 inches. Hey, Derek for you. Welcome to the nest. What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? What you have for lunch? What are you having for dinner? Oh, that's right. That's right. 4116 is a German stainless steel. Thank you, James Alton. I appreciate it. Ralph Robinson could dig the background music at the right volume. Was it too high, too low? Let me know. I can turn it down, I can turn it up. And Derek Field, message retracted. I hate that when that happens. There we go. I'll turn it down some. Turn it down a little more. Anyways, let's compare it to other cold steel knives. I happen to have my only two out here. Oops. I have a cold steel Aerolite. Not very snappy, but I like the blade shape. Here's the handle. Compare the size. It dwarfs the Verdict. And then I also have the Code 4, which the thumb stud sits way too proud. Oh, and I also have it turned the wrong way. Because it... not going to work with my left hand, but here's the Code 4, which is even bigger. Let's do this. Yeah. Oh, that looks good. Bigger to little or little to big. I think that's better. What do you think? Haha. Hey, Malcolm Holt, welcome to the nest. What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? Big Bird. Hey, Big Bird. What's up, buddy? Bubba. Son of mine. What you doing? What you carrying? What's in your pockets? What you have for lunch? Barbie, is it loud enough? Too loud? Too little? Too low? I love the Hall of the Mountain King. It reminds me of Lord of the Rings. Let's see. No, you good, Ron? I was answering Kathleen. So I missed her question. And Big Bird's carrying the Kaiser Gemini. Good knife. Good knife. And he can only stay for a little bit. I'd hate to see you go, Bubba. Perfect, but can't hear it now. Okay, it's too... Oh. What happened to the tunes? Look like it stopped. Oh, it's on a low. It's on a low. There we go. Let me see. Let me look in the tunage. Oh, just turned down too low. There we go. Tell me if that's too loud. Okay. Let's see what I miss. What I miss. What I miss. Turn up. Have headphones. I can barely hear it. Okay. Well, I just turned it up. So, yeah. And you guys are, I don't know what it was, 30-second delay between the chat and what you're hearing. So you should be hearing the louder sound tunes now. Derek Friel, Jason Beecher. Okay. You probably kicked both of their asses. I hear you. Bye, Gary. Gary, you're not going now. Oh, good to go. Gotcha. Okay. I thought Gary was leaving the nest. Man, he was premature leaving the nest. Not a good thing. I can hear myself in the background. Colleen Tex has it on the big TV. Okay, fantastic. I got the Barbie thumb approval. Oops, wait a second. I did it again. There we go. Hey there, how you doing? Turn up the hearing aid, Barbie. That's funny, but Barbie can hear it fine, so it's everybody else that has a problem with the hearing aids. I'm just saying. Of course, things start to go after you turn 40. Not saying you're 40, Barbie. I know you're forever 19. Barbie needs hearing aids, Ralph. I can say that I'm 20 hours away. That's funny. 20 hours away. Where the hell are you? In Asia? Jason Beecher? Holy moly. Well, that's all I got for you. I got nothing else. Well, let me show you this knife. This is a Ned Foss, which is related to, let me zip you over here. There we go. A Ned Foss. It is lovingly called the Beast. And you'll see why here in a second when I was tempted to get rid of this knife because it's flipper only, and I'm not a flipper only kind of guy. But look at that blade. Look at it. Will you look at it? Just look at it. And all its Ned Fossness. Yeah. That's a wicked blade. It's D2, I believe. Let me verify that. Yep, D2 steel. And once again, you'll see a striking similarity to Lothar knives, because I believe they're the same company. And this is a wicked knife. My son, Big Bird, got this knife for me for, I think, for Christmas. Anyways, this is a wicked beast. This is heavy. Let me break out the scale and weigh it. It's definitely a chonker, that's for sure. Power. Let's see, units. I'm gonna go to ounces and see how much this bad boy weighs. Yeah, 8.28 ounces. And there's the evidence. I don't know if you can actually read that. But yeah, 8.28 ounces. This is a chonker. But blade comes out real snappy like. And check out this hydraulic action. Once I break the detent, and look at that. Well, not necessarily hydraulic. It's more falsetty. But it goes a little slow. Let me see if I can tighten up the detent. Oh yeah, detent needed a little tightening. Let's see how that works. That's a little slower. Maybe a little more. Yeah, don't be afraid to fine tune your knives. Maybe a little too much. Because I got to tell you, when a knife is finely tuned, and you're the cause of the finely tunedness, and it's tuned to your exact liking, there's nothing like it. It's so enjoyable. Ron Dobbins, welcome. Welcome to the nest. What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? I know you're carrying an arsenal full. Mail system is Jason Beecher says the mail system is worthless. I said, how can I send this so it will be there Friday or Saturday? Worst case, now it's in Oklahoma. I'm not sure where it's going, but nothing in Oklahoma sounds good. Sorry for all you Okies. You know, there was a guy who got the Calcar Air Station, maybe about a year before I left. Anyways, for the life of me, I can't remember his name. But he had this Oklahoma accent, and he says, "You can call me anything, but don't call me goat roper." So, guess what I immediately nicknamed him? Goat roper. And that's what we called him from then on. Be careful what you ask for. Anyways, hey, why doesn't Texas fall into the Gulf of Mexico? Or actually now called Gulf of Americas or something. It's because Oklahoma sucks. So you get it? It sucks. The suction is holding. Never mind. Anyways, yeah, I make myself laugh. Dick to the Blades, I believe. Are you here? Dick to the Blades 2. Welcome to the nest. What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? And Ron Dobbins, did I miss your arsenal carry? Okay, he's carrying the Devo Mash Tiger Stripe scales and a James Brand Chapter 2 and a Big Idea pry bar, Big Idea pen, and a G2 shock today. That's all? I am shocked. I'm dismayed. Usually you carry like 20 knives or something, and they're all worth more than my whole collection. Hey Miranda. Oh, I already said hi, but hi again. Watch City Knives. Hey, welcome to the nest. What you carrying? What's in your pockets? I just got to know because, yeah, everything I had planned is all done. Let's see. But, man, hear that? Let's see. Can you hear it? Oops. Yeah, you can hear it when I hit the microphone. There we go. Almost red lines it. I love me some big knives. Can be a pain to carry, but they're fun to play with. Hope everyone in the chat is having a great day. You too, Ron. I'm hoping you have a wonderful, fantastical day. It's here. It is blazing hot. Today is going to be the hottest day of the year so far. I believe the temperature was supposed to get up to 98. And if it hits 99, it will hold a record for the highest temperature in the month of May. And Ron Dobbins is hoping I'm having a good day. And hey, any day when I'm playing with knives and I get to talk to people about it, I am having a fantastical day. Let's see. Well, isn't Derek for Eel a little fortunate here? Let's see. Let's read that. He has a dark mode mash he got from Eric, the Blade Binge owner. Whoops. What the heck? There we go. Sorry. The Blade Binge owner. Man, my mouse is not helping me out here. I jumped too far. Anyways, he got the knife from Blade Binge owner. There it is. He saved it for him because he couldn't make it the Blade Show last year. Nice, nice. My neighbor, she's probably calling to ask me how she can get on the YouTube because I mistakenly mentioned that I have a YouTube channel and I was going to be on tonight. Hang on. I got a weather report. This just in. It is 98 degrees in Fernley, Nevada. That, by the way, is where I live, the township I live in. A township of 20,000 people. It's a bedroom community about 30 miles east of Reno, Nevada. Is my voice to text not working? Are you having a hard time reading? No, the whatchamacallit, the chat is jumping, and it's going way fast. I meant to tell you I picked up a Null Raiden R2 knife. Nice. That is a nice knife. Thomas McDonald says, Joe Kasprick, I'm so jealous. Nice. What I miss? Got the Kunu Diablo XL from Tri-State GAW today. He had a GAW? Oh no, you got it today. When was the GAW, Joe Kasprick? When did he give it? Because I swear to God, when I watch Tri-State, he doesn't give knives away. I got that bad luck there. But it's okay. It's a dry heat, right? Yeah, that's okay. No, here's the difference. Now I lived in both. I lived in Florida for a while and had that humidity. Cleveland, Ohio, where I grew up, is always hot and humid. Well, at least in the summer. The thing is sure you're not sweaty because the sweat evaporates off your body in the dry heat. But the difference is when you have humidity, you have moisture in the air. When you have a breeze, the breeze is cooling, at least to a degree. When you have dry heat and you get a breeze, it's like somebody just turned on a freaking hair dryer. And yeah, it's no relief. the breeze only gives you more hot air. And that's the major difference. Plus also, I don't know if y'all live up in the altitude, but I live in the, Reno, Nevada's in the high desert. And we're at about 4,000 feet elevation. So it's also, the air's thin. And yeah, it took me almost a year to get used to living up here. Not gasping for breath, just going up 3 stairs. Derek Frio, Tri-State, one of those channels you have to buy him food. You don't do GAW unless it's Christmas. I know. I mean, that's who I won that what the hell's the name of the company? I won that knife off of them. I can't remember the name of the brand. But anyways, neither here nor there. Yeah, so these people winning these knives surprises me from Tri-State. Was that a directive from Star? Ralph, I'm into Star Trek, but not that much into Star Trek. I'm not one of those kind of nerds. Although, the first time I went to a Star Trek convention, and I saw, now mind you, this is in the 70s. Went to a Star Trek convention, and I saw all these Trekkers wearing Starfleet uniforms. Now, until that moment, I actually kind of snickered at them in my mind and thought, wow, I'm glad I'm not that much of a nerd. until I went to a Star Trek convention. And I'm like, oh, I wish I was wearing that uniform. And why would anybody wear an ensign uniform when you can wear, when you can be a starship captain, for God's sake? You know, no harm, no foul kind of thing. So yeah, that's what I would rather be. My uncle was into Star Trek a lot. He would go to conventions and everything. Yeah, my first Star Trek convention I went to, let's see, I ended up meeting, oh Jesus Christ, now, my Trekkie card should be revoked. I met George Takei. I'll tell you their character names. Pavel Chekhov and Scotty. And I also met and got this signature from the guy who wrote the episode Trouble with Tribbles. Yeah. That was kind of neat. James Doohan, I sat through one of his seminars. So mind you, this Star Trek convention was small. So when James Doohan was speaking, there was only maybe 50 people in this room. That's all it would hold. And he told us how he got into acting, how he got into doing accents for a living. And yeah, that was really interesting. And when in the autograph room, going from place to place getting autographs, and I swear to God, somewhere in my stuff at my mom's house, my autographs are hanging out there. But anyways, so I'm getting autographs, and some of the stars, they just look at you, smile, and sign their name, and you move on and don't not say anything. I got to George Takei, and he asked me how I was doing, and I was having a good time. And what I didn't expect was that deep voice. Like, I mean, you could have knocked me over. That was so funny. But that was cool. But yeah, that was my first Star Trek convention. I believe the year was 1977, 78. Two of my classmates were with me. They were seniors, and I was a sophomore. Yeah, I took senior level classes when I was a sophomore. And then one of the benefits of being advanced like that, my senior year, I had, swim class, where we had to take a bus to the YMCA and swim for an hour, and then a study hall, lunch, two study halls and the lunch, and then I had another class, and then got to go home. So that was my senior year. Ron Dobbins, Ron Crew. My uncle has a lot of pictures with Star Trek actors and autographs. Cool, very cool. I'd like to meet some of the new crews of the Enterprise, and also of Voyager, and yeah, that would be really, really sweet. What? And I've been robbed 3 times now in my 27 years of existence. Holy crap. That's more than your fair share. That's not good. And while I'm not a top Trekkie, but my age, I've seen every movie series ever made. Yeah, same here. Oh, in Vegas, there used to be the Star Trek Experience, and I believe that was at the Hilton. and I got to go see that, experience that. Sitting while we waited for our turn to go, sat in 10 forward and had this drink that had liquid, not liquid nitrogen, but dry ice in it, so it, you know, the steam, the smoke would come off the drink and cascade down and it was about this big. I mean, it was like the size of a fishbowl, enough for good 4 people to drink, and me and my then wife, drank it all ourselves, and I, of course, drank the majority of it, because why not? We're in Vegas. I didn't have to go I didn't drive nowhere. And it was glowing dark green, kind of like the color of Romulan ale. Dark green. I got an A in lunch and an A in study hall. Those are my 2 favorite classes, and gym and woodshop. Yes, I had plenty of woodshop every year since 7th grade, and we also had a woodshop class in elementary school, which was cool. Blind Woo Fury. Hey man, welcome to the nest. What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? What you have for lunch? What are you having for dinner? I gots to know. Man, this is a wicked blade. Look at that. Would you look at it? Just look at it. In all its bladeness. The Beast by Ned Foss. Sometimes it's hard to decide what knife to play with. There's always a big controversy between Star Trek and Star Wars. Not my universe, there isn't. Star Trek always trumps Star Wars. It's a more complete universe. Besides, Star Trek relies on science. Star Wars relies on a religion, a defunct religion. Go figure. and religion is through history has been used to start plenty of wars. Millions and millions and millions of people have died in the service of their God, whichever God that may be, right or wrong. So yeah, okay, enough politics and religion. Knives. That's it. Got it. This Monocala or Monocala is they're snappy knives. Let's see. Look around here. Yeah, for some reason I was having brain farts and I didn't think of planning much more than just chatting. Help with gadgets. What's up? What's in your pockets? Do you need any help with your gadgets? Oh, big announcement. Some of you might know, I already posted a link up, but in honor of Blade Show, or whatever, we are doing a threesome next week. Myself, Titanium Justin, and Adventure 50 are doing a joint live stream next week about this time, about 2 o'clock, start at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern. And there's going to be the 3 of us. Anyways, yeah, so we're going to be doing the 3 of us. Doing that's because you're old. Helper Gadget says. What's because I'm old? That I can't remember things, didn't plan anything ahead of time? I still have sharp knives. What I miss? Killian's a mishmash. What I miss? Sorry, went back to the office to start upload of a video for tomorrow and print some more stuff that I needed. Gotcha. Well, welcome back. Welcome back to the nest. Rick's Knives. So bring the lube. Wait, who are you talking to bring the lube? Okay. Ron Crow, how is the weather there today? I live in San Diego. It's raining and thundering here. It's hot and dry. 98 degrees currently. And let's see, we're probably about to peak at the highest temperature around 4 p.m. today. 4 p.m. any day is when we usually peak at the temperature. Then the temperature tends to drop fairly fast. Guess, you know, that's what happens when you live up in the high desert. When it turns dark, it gets cooler. Colleen text, I wanted to know why I wasn't invited to join the threesome. That's funny. Love you, baby. Yeah, so, yeah, Adventure 50, Titanium Justin, and I are doing a joint stream. Hey, Scott, how's it going? What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? What you have for lunch? And what will you be having for dinner? I'm sorry. Yeah, the world is full of bad people, NFK. I'm sorry that you had to go through being robbed and stolen from and all that crap. That just blows. Yeah, I tend not to bother people either until they get up all in my shit, and then, well, actually, no, I'm usually I let things roll off my back. Ron Dobbins is having lasagna, homemade garlic bread, and a Caesar. Ooh, man, don't tease me with that Italian food. Damn it, Ron Dobbins. I haven't had I think if I remember right, for my birthday, we went to this nice little Italian restaurant. There was, because I'm old and I don't like driving at night. We went to Reno for dinner, and I think we had 5 p.m. reservations, and there was only one other couple in this big restaurant, and I had a very nice veal parmesan, that is my second favorite Italian dish. The first one's hard to get, and that's oh man, veal shank, ossobuco. That's my favorite Italian dish, ossobuco. But veal parmesan I've been having for my birthday as a birthday thing since I was a kid. We used to go to, what the hell is that? We used to go to DeMarco's restaurant, pizzeria, and I'd get the veal parmesan. Man, it has some Italian bread that was crusty, about that thick, and you had to be careful when you ate it because the crust could cut your gums. But the white of the bread was so fluffy. Oh man. And Mrs. Big old meatloafs. I'm guessing meatballs, but yeah. But meatloaf is good. Meatloaf is just a big freaking meatball. Burt Relic. Hey, how you doing? What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? What you have for lunch? And what will you be having for dinner if you haven't already eaten? Because it's now 4 o'clock my time, so it's 7 o'clock Eastern time. So for me, that would be past my dinner time. On the Hall of the Mountain King. You betcha. I love that tune. Dun 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 dun. See, I can't hear it because if I was listening to it, you'd be hearing an echo. Dun 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 dun. Anyways, we had a small restaurant here called Marco's. They did homemade Italian dinners. It was a family restaurant. They are no longer around. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, the place that I used to go to, I went from, oh God, as far back as I could remember, all the way up until after I got out of the Air Force, to Marco's Pizza. In Mayfield. I talked to the Blade Junkie, Knife Junkie, about it, or we chatted about it on his live stream, because his last name is DeMarco, and I asked him if he was related, because he's from the Cleveland area, actually up near Mayfield, where this one of their restaurants was located at, but unfortunately, not related. Anyways, yeah. So, yeah, I used to get the veal parmesan there every year for my birthday. And Colleen Tex is consoling NFK. Thomas McDonald. Ah, nice. I hear you, Colleen. Love you, baby. Let's see. I eat dinner at least 9 Eastern time. Yeah, but are you in Eastern time? Is that first dinner or second dinner? Or is that pre-breakfast? That was James Beecher. Jason Beecher, sorry. Sorry, Jason. TC Blades, hey, what's up? What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? Welcome to the nest. Mr. eats dinner at 6 a.m. Oh, you work night shift, I'm guessing. See, even when I worked mid shift, when I was in the Air Force, still called it breakfast. You know, no matter what time you eat it, breakfast is breakfast. Yeah, so what are you carrying, TC? Thank you for coming in. Another YouTuber, if you haven't seen his channel, he does great reviews and live streams. Well, but he does live streams. It's been a while now. I'm a little busy at work, I'm guessing, and life and softball and all kinds of things, you know, things that we do when we have kids. Fortunately, my son lives in the San Jose area now, and he's doing really well. And unfortunately, apparently, he couldn't spend a couple hours with Dad on his YouTube channel today. TC Blades, you got the Devo Blade Binge, a Blade Binge. Say that 3 times fast, for God's sake. In Purple Nurple. Oh, Ron Crow. Oh, and also we are having strawberry cheesecake for dessert. Now, see, if you really wanted to stick the dagger in and twist it, you just said you're having cannolis or tiramisu. Those are my 2 favorite Italian desserts. Oh, time delays. So you're getting a little closer. Nice. NFK. What the hell? You don't like to eat? In case you haven't noticed, and the rest of the crowd that's in here, I love me some food, and that's perhaps why I got so big. Still big, but I'm trying to remedy that. TZ Blade says, "Hey, wait a second. Did somebody say strawberry cheesecake for dessert? I'm in. I'll be right there." Hey, have you guys ever been to the Cheesecake Factory? Man, well, besides, having their namesake, tons of cheesecake, but they have like a long list about this long, maybe even longer, of appetizers. So you go there and just have 3 or 4 or 2 or 3 appetizers if you're not sharing. Probably only 2 appetizers, and call it a meal, and then have just a fantastic variety of food. Gotcha, Derek. Yeah, tiramisu is Italian, made with well, see, a lot of tiramisus, they just use white cake or yellow cake, or a spongy like ladyfinger kind of thing. But your genuine places uses real Italian ladyfingers, and they're about this big. They're actually a little bit longer, a little bit bigger than my finger, maybe a little wider, and they're crispy. And they soak that. You soak that in either a coffee liqueur or just espresso, and then that's when they build the dessert. Good stuff, Maynard. But yeah, I've had no knives come in. I am waiting. The only knife I'm waiting on right now is my prison shiv that Edgy Bladeworks, Edgy American Blades is making for me, and that was a Galwin as well. It's a shiv that's made out of nitro V steel, and it appears, now I've only seen it in pictures. I didn't know, Shane calls it he's gonna have to change the name, but he calls it a prick. So Shane's prick is about that long. That's what she said. I have not had a good cannoli in a long time. Yeah, they're a little hard to come by. Last memorable cannoli I had, I mean, I've had plenty since, was during a American Italian festival in Little Italy in Cleveland. It was the feast of, I forget what saint it is, St. Anthony, I don't know, I forget what saint. But yeah, it was a huge street festival, and this place that sold the cannolis had a case that had, I shit you not, 500 cannolis in various different flavors. I didn't know they made so many flavors of cannolis. No, I have not seen your Thug, Derek Friel. I have not seen your Thug XL that Shane's making. I've seen the regular Thug, and it's a beautiful knife. Nice American Tanto, I believe. But I always thought it was a bit small. And you're getting the extra long XL? Holy crap. That's got to be neat. Toothbrush got a higher body count than a butcher knife. Yeah, especially in prison. That's a lot of mofo cannolis. Yes, sir. Yeah, I think what I had for lunch that day was Stromboli's. I had a pepperonis. No. I had a meatball Stromboli and a combination Stromboli. I just heard myself saying mofo cannolis. I also got to turn down real low on my speakers here. I can't hear the music, but I can hear my big mouth. Rick's Knives. You're taking off? God bless it. Taco time. Oh, I'll tell you, Colleen Tex makes some freaking killer tacos. I swear to God, I was not a taco fan. You know, I mean, sure, the occasional taco is fine, but I didn't really have a problem with them. Just, you know, they never called my name until Colleen. Oh my God, her tacos are out of this world. Same thing with their soups. I always look at soup as a pre-appetizer thing, or an appetizer, soup, and dinner. That's how I always look at soup. Now, I just love soup, all because of Colleen Tex. I told him I wanted a large knife, so he's making me the first ever XL for you. He said he can't make a bigger knife because it won't fit in the oven. He does have a small heat treating oven, but it's not that small. How big is this this thug? This XL thug. It's how long is the blade? I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna bring you all with me, but and we can still chat. But I need some nicotine. Wipe. Now you can hear me. I forgot. I turned off the microphone for that channel. Let me see if I can get that back. Nope. Oh, there we are. Hey. Okay, now I'm gonna go have that smoke. You gotta run. We're gonna run. So you get things ready for dinner. Okay. See you, Ron. Thanks for stopping in the nest. Maybe you come back another time, spend a little longer. Like next week when there's gonna be 3 of us chatting. Oh, I'm not here. No, you didn't hear this from me. But some pointy things might be given away. I'm just guessing. But yeah, mum's the word. Welcome to the nest. What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? What you have for lunch? What are you having for dinner? Oh, by the way, please hit the thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. And please leave me a comment on this live stream after where everybody's checked out. I would appreciate it. It helps the algorithm. At least that's what other YouTubers say. And apparently, it says that somewhere on YouTube. Mr. Crosby, welcome to the nest. What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? What you have for lunch? What you have for dinner? I said that in reverse. What did you have for lunch? What do you have for dinner? Ed at the gym. Sage 5. Nice. Nice Jim Carrey. I always carry, when it's warm like this, and I'm not wearing a kilt. Besides, I had to retire my athletic kilt because it's way too big for me. At least 6 inches around the waist, too big. So I had to retire it. But when I wore a kilt or wear my shorts around the house, my nylon running shorts, I always carry a knife. Is this the Invisible Man live? Yes, it is. Jay Korskin, welcome to the nest. What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? Well, what did you carry? What are you flipping at your sheet? At your desk? Yes. That's bizarre how that pops up like that. Anyways, I don't know how much you missed, but I was on a diatribe, sitting in the garage having that smoke, and I was attacked by a huge yellow butterfly, about the size of a monarch. It came at my face 3 times. Couldn't decide whether to stay in the garage or leave the garage. Yeah, that was interesting. It's a shame you all missed it. Jay Korskin's carrying the Downdraft 80s Camo 2-tone. Nice. Nice pockets. That ice ball didn't last long. Of course, it was hotter than Hades in here. This Clint Crosby's wife just made some brownies with peanut butter. Nice. I've not had brownies with peanut butter, at least not as far as I can remember. Yeah, that was interesting how that happened. Got attacked by a big ass butterfly. And here I thought you were all listening to me. Turns out that my big bee back popped up. Let's see. I'm gonna break out a knife. Achilles mismatch. Don't talk about anything peanut butter wise, please. Brian's been on me to make peanut butter fudge again, as it's been a while. Well, damn it, Kelly, make it. Ryan F. Hey, what's in your pockets? Welcome to the nest. What are you carrying? What you have for lunch? What's up, nice fam? Hope you're having a great weekend. Thank you. I am. Anytime I can do anything knife related is a fantastic weekend. I won't like them, Jason Beecher. Why? Why wouldn't I like them? I don't know what you're talking about. Let me switch to the big board. Big board mini me. There we go. Boom, boom. Put my phone to the side. Let's see, what can I play with? I still have the big table of knives I haven't put away. But I'm going to... Oh, wait. Okay, my camera's not going to follow me. I'm going to find me a new knife to play with. All right. I have this knife right here. It's a Kaiser, obviously. Let me go closer. Boom. Boom. There we go. It's a Kaiser. I don't know if you can read that, but it's a Kaiser Begleiter 2. 2.0. Designer's Azo. It's a 154 cm blade. Micarta with steel liners. And of course you have your normal Kaiser stuff. A black envelope with a microfiber cloth, some instructions, a little bit of catalog, little catalog action. There's the knife. Oh, comes with a action for exploration sticker and additional hardware. And this is the Begleiter 2. Snappy. American Tonto blade. Dual ground. Once again, it's on 154 cm. Nice. Grippy micarta scales. Centering is good. And very snappy. It's got a 3.5 inch blade with a 3.25 inch cutting edge. American Tonto. From tip to tail, it is 7.75 inches long. You got a little bit of lock stick on the liner lock, but I think it just needs a little love and care. But very snappy, very thin, almost shank-like blade. What did I miss? As mentioned, I don't talk about that. And on our tariffs, I'm going to have Chinese takeout. Nice! I love me some Chinese food. I haven't had Chinese in quite some time. What's your favorite? What do you normally get? I'm a little boring as far as Chinese goes. I get the same thing every time. It's sweet and sour pork with chow mein. War chow mein, which is with everything, generally, and I like me some walnut prawn, yummy, and wonton soup. My mom made a killer wonton soup. It was my dad's best friend's favorite thing, and I always asked my mom to make some. But yeah, that's a very snappy knife. I can't wait to break it out so I can play with it, but I need to do reviews on these knives. I need to start doing reviews, period. Longer content to get the watch hours up. Angelo, what's up, mi amor? What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? What you have for lunch? What do you have for dinner? You just go down the line and fill your plate. You gotta like a nice little smorgasbord. Reno's got plenty of them at the casinos. My favorite is at the Atlantis. They got a great all-you-can-eat. And on Veterans Day, that's a very popular restaurant for veterans. Veterans eat for free. And at the big buffet, it's usually definitely worth going. Definitely worth waiting 2 hours in line for, because that's when all the veterans come out. You know, this is ST, the Sativian ST132 in D2. Fidgety. It's got a little fuller here. I think I talked about this. Well, I know I talked about this last week, but it's got a little fuller that you have to really dig a nail into to get it to work, but it's snappy. I had an egg salad sandwich for lunch, and let me check with the chef to see what's up for dinner. Hey, baby. Baby, what's for dinner? We're having meatloaf, leftover meatloaf. Meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and green beans? Green beans? Apparently she can't hear me. Hang on, I'm going to scream, so I'm going to mute me for a second. Hang on. Cool, and green beans, if we have them. I love canned green beans. And that combination of meal, I love because it reminds me of meatloaf TV dinners that I grew up with. No knives on you now, just stepped out of prison visiting. Well, at least you're visiting. One of the jokes when Shane, American, edgy American Blades, shared a picture of my prick while the epoxy was drying, which was, he apologized for taking so long, lots of distractions. I said, no worries. When it's all said and done, I'm going to have a nice prison shank that, well, a nice shiv that my girlfriend can smuggle into me into prison. And yeah, that's gonna be cool. Henry G, that who, you know, that is a meal that you cannot refuse, is it? Henry G had take it or leave it for dinner tonight. That's nice. That's funny. El Namaharo, how you doing? What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? Hey man, hey, any chance I can get more of your shiny stickers? I'm out. Those new ones are cool. I put one on my on one of my knife bags. Let me go grab it here real quick. There we go. There's the El Navarro sticker. I think before I put any more stickers on these, which I think this is my last bag. Oops. Yeah, the stickers, some of the stickers don't stick very well to this bag. So I think it's because it's like, feels like wax covered cloth. Let me peel that off. Put that right where it belongs. So those stickers I don't give. Oh no! There we are. Hey, I accidentally clicked on my mouse and it made the chat made my software go away. But anyways, this is what I do with the stickers I don't give away. I keep at least one of each and put them on my knife cases. This is an empty knife case. But it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Done it. And this is I'll show you my newest one. Oh, and this has a El Navarro sticker on it too. There's the Barbie EDC girl sticker right there. Cool, huh? I think El Navarro, I think it's via email. And Helpful Gadget says, But cool, huh? I like it. And then when I'm out of space, well, I am out of space, almost out of space. There's some couple spaces for stickers here and here. Then I'll go to work with my little toolboxes that I got from Lowe's. You know, those 2 drawers, cobalt metal toolboxes. That I use to hold a bunch of knife stuff. I'm gonna put stickers all over those. I have this. Hang on. This cool bin here. See this? This is where all the stickers for giveaways go. Everyone that I have lots of stickers for, I have a specific bin for. And this is where how I keep them separated. Unfortunately, see this MPG EDC sticker, this box, empty. Let's see. BOMATA bin empty. Laid off Pete, welcome to the nest. What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? What you have for dinner? What you have for lunch? Now this are microfiber cloths. And I have a bunch of Ranger eyes for giveaways. I have miscellaneous pile. I only have so many bins, so not every YouTuber gets to have their own bin. There's a help with gadgets sticker. I tried to be, but help with gadgets. He says I'm organized, and I said I try to be, but things get away from me. Like this big table next to me that's got 20 some odd knives. So all the knives I showed off last week, they're still out. Need to be put away in boxes till I can do the reviews. Like I said, I need to do reviews. And then once I do the reviews, then I can play with my knives. Gotta go. I'll never hurrow already. Oh man, you break my heart. Hey man, you take it easy. You have a good rest of the weekend. There are plenty of live streams tonight for you to visit. And I keep all my knives on the guest bed, which is going to have to clear it off because my son is visiting for Father's Day. And by the way, we will not be having a live stream, the normal live stream on that Saturday of Father's Day weekend, because my son and I are going to a Barbecues, Blues, and Brews in Reno. Go every year. It's a cool thing. It's brought to us by the CISUR Entertainment Group, particularly the I can't remember the name of the casino, but the main casino. Anyways, there's usually 40, 50 beer vendors. X amount of money gets you a small glass like that. That's about that big. A tasting glass, and you can go from vendor to vendor to vendor. Have some beer. There's some live rock and roll music playing, or some blues. Hence the name, Barbecues, Blues, and Brews. 1 year, well, I think 3 years in a row, the headliner was the group War, which is cool. Low rider, riding a little lower. And 1 year it was oh man, I can never remember the guy's name. The guy that was with the Eagles, fired from the Eagles, but he wrote Hotel California. He also did a song called Heavy Metal that was on the Heavy Metal movie soundtrack. Had a bunch of hits. Great guitarist. Anyways, he headlined 1 year. That was freaking fantastic. Yeah. So it's a cool festival. Yeah. Truly a huge variety of beers. All craft, most of them craft beers. And what's funny is they call it Barbecue Blues and Brews, and there's only one barbecue vendor there, and the line's usually like 50 to 75 people long, and I ain't got time for that. Don Felder, thank you very much, Laid Off Pete. Exactly, I could never remember his freaking name. No, not Don Henley. It was Don Henley and what's his name that fired Don Felder. according to Don Felder, the reason why I got fired by the Eagles is because he said, look, you know, I co-write, and I write as many songs as you guys do. I should get as much money as you two do get. And that's when he was summarily let go. At least that's his story. Don Henley and what's his name? The one that died. Glenn Fry. Thank you very much, laid off. Pete. Yeah, they don't talk about it much, or they didn't talk about it much. Which is funny because they were all good friends before that happened. Love me some Eagles. It was one of my dad's favorite bands. Play with this Cold Steel Verdict a bit. It takes two hands though. I hate that. Oh, I've already been talking an hour and 40 minutes. Wow. It's getting about that time. Like I said, remember to join us next week. I'm going to be doing 2 live streams next week. One at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern time. And that's going to be with Titanium Justin and Adventure 50. And I'm calling it the triumvirate of knives. And I will be doing a solo vertical live stream at 10 p.m. Pacific time, 1 a.m. Eastern. Anyways, I hope to get some trolls and maybe some more subscriptions or subscribers. Gotta go. See you, TC. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for visiting the nest. Remember, next week, it's going to be fun. Hopefully, the software will play ball next week. We'll see. I'm hosting it because I got the technology to invite guests and see what happens. Trolls, yeah. You know, well, they're fun. It was 2 weeks ago. You could have swore I was doing a vertical because there were some people in that visiting my live stream that I forget what this guy's name is, but had a very sacrilegious name. But anyways, last part of his name was Jesus, and I called him Jesus because calling somebody Jesus seems sacrilegious. Anyways, yeah, that was fun. Eventually, towards the end, because I think I went 3.5 hours that day. Towards the end, he was talking knives, right? At least asking knife questions. Yeah, I think we're gonna bring this to a middle and call it quits here soon. Anyways, hey, what would you guys like to see? Or talk about? So with the live stream next week, there'll be I'll try to advertise it a whole lot to get as many people in here, because you know, I don't know about you guys, but for us content providers, it's a hell of a lot more fun the more people are in the live stream. The more people to play off of. Illuminati. What's in your pockets? I think I asked you this. What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? What are you having for lunch? What did you have for lunch? What are you having for dinner? And Laid Off Pete says, Ron, you try black anno yet? No, I don't have a power supply yet. But when I get a power supply, first thing I want to do is, oh, hang on, let me get that knife. Oops. Okay. Hold on just a second. Keep that thought. I could keep on talking because, take you with me. God, I'm talking fast. This, I'm going to anno. I'm going to do a black anno on this, on the handle, and I might do an acid stone wash on the blade and do a two-tone. But yeah, I think this would look hot. Oh, the black anode blade. No lunch, dinner unknown. Holler out, find out. Wickscope Vortex in his shirt pockets and doing laundry. Gotcha. I need to check me out some Wickscope. I've seen all the videos and wow. The budget Pharaoh monsters, they seem to be doing good. They came out punching, swinging. They came out swinging. More so, when Tenable came out. They were, they little jabs. Bah, 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 bah. They came out fighting, but they didn't really go for the big ones. But the Wicksco company, boy, they came out swinging, didn't they? Not only did they have budget versions of Pharaoh Monsters knives, they came out with a whole bunch of new designs. But this is a Multitool knife. This one took a little work. It had a very well, it felt like a weak detent. Turned out I did adjust the detent a little bit, but most of it just gunk in the bearings, causing the blade to slow down, so it wasn't snappy. But this very easy to flip. Now, since I have dry hands, dry, oily hands, go figure. That's a little on the weird side, but the titanium scales tend to be slippery in my hands. That's one of the reasons why. I love the Superjet. No, not Superjet. It's the Kubi Supercell. That's it. The Supercell. Great action. The reason why I don't carry it much is because it's got a titanium. Hey, Jim Miller, welcome to the nest. What's in your pockets? What are you carrying? What you have for lunch? Ron, I'm selling my Vortex, keeping my Axor. If you're interested, I'm on Discord. Well, I am interested, obviously, but unfortunately, I won't be buying knives for a little while. Sorry. But anyways, yeah, so it's titanium is very slick in my hands, and the speed holes that a lot of people have problems with help me hold on to the damn knife, because otherwise I can be afraid to do this and shoot my knife across the room, which I'm sure a lot of us have done. I know I did. First time I tried to backflip an acorn, a Vossy acorn. Yeah, the thing shot across the room. That was fun.
Well, I don't know, Laid Off Pete. I don't know about sending it back. No, that's right. I'll pass Laid Off Pete, but I appreciate the offer. Ah. Henry G. I was going to talk about you earlier. I know you were here earlier, but I don't know if you were here for that when I said that about the giveaway. This is the knife, which I just got Wednesday. Arrived in the mail. Could have been Thursday. Jim Miller had a Hawaiian chicken sandwich, a smock, a miso fixie, I think I'm pronouncing that right, Rosecraft Cocklebur, Creek Trapper. I appreciate that, Laid Off Pete. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, very tight-knit family. I like you guys a hell of a lot more than some of my actual family, to tell you the truth. Love y'all. You never know when a family member is lurking. Or anybody's lurking for that matter. Laid Off Pete just picked up his and received his first Wii, the Sakashi. Or Sakshi. Very happy with it. Nice. I don't have a Wii. I don't think I even ever touched a Wii. I've done Wii, but you know, never had a Wii knife. Burnt Relics family sucks. Well, that blows. I hate that when that happens. Somebody just gave you hearts for that. Hey, Bluminati says his family, well, what's left of him, know where they stand with him. That's either a good thing or a bad thing. Only you can tell us, Blue. Burnt, I'm sorry, I stink, laugh out loud. I'll try to do better as your fam. I agree with you. Well, from what I can see, Jim, you know, I think what people have a problem with Wii is, you know, they're a little on the pricey side. Not Benchmade pricey, but they're pricey, and mass produced. You know, I mean, in the sense that they come out with a lot of knives, and tend to flood the market. Kind of like what Kaiser's doing, and I have no problem with that. And more knives, more for me, you know, the way I look at it. You know, if they make a 500,000, Kaiser makes 500,000 Militons, that means if I want to buy a Militon, it's going to be in stock. I hate this, you know, they come out with 100 knives, and it sells out in 15 minutes, and now you have this big want, you have this big hole in your soul, and they can't be filled because they're out. Yeah, two of these Sativians. I'll tell you, I love Sativian knives. I think I'd have to check the timing, but when my first investment in knives, when I first consciously started to collect knives, I bought a Sativian. Hang on, I can see the butt end of the knife right now. I think it's Sativian. Oh no, my bad. It's an F and Grow. This F and Grow. Bought this F and Grow and an Acorn, a Vossy Acorn, and a Kaiser Gemini. the same Kaiser Gemini that my son, Big Bird, carries. Anyways, I bought these on the same day, but they arrived in separate orders. And I think this is the first one that arrived. And I just couldn't get over how the action was just so good compared to the junkyard, whatchamacallit, the gas station knives I carried, or the the knives you get from the big box stores. Anyway, so you can see the scratches on the blade. So this saw some use. Anyways, saw some use, and yeah, a good knife. D2 steel. I put a 14-degree bevel on it, which took real well. Very, very sharp. EF-135. I'm not sure of the exact model. I'd have to look it up. I might have it. I love me some F and Grow knives. F and Grow, Stivian, Flissa. Whenever you hear YouTubers, reviewers, they mention those brands, they always, call them Amazon brands, and they kind of, their voice goes lower, and they kind of look down a little bit, and raise their nose at these knives. But my God, I mean, blade action, the blades cut, they do everything a knife is supposed to do, and for a very decent price. And one thing that's good about the F and Grow G10 is it doesn't have that plasticky feel, like real cheap G10s do. But you know what it needs? It needs a thumb stud. I need to get a drill press so I can drill me some holes through some blades and install some thumb studs, because some of these knives need it badly, like this beast. Look how thick those, the reason why this is so heavy, look how thick those liners are. Holy crap. Old man on the ridge just ordered a Remet Rhino cheapie. I like the blade. It was 20% off. Yeah, I hear you, old man. I hear you. Let me, hang on. Hold that bus. There you go. Not an old man. Remet Budget Rhino. Actually, I think I have another one in the box there for a giveaway. I'm not absolutely sure. I got a bunch of knives in there that I haven't seen in a while. But snappy. I mean, listen to that. Listen to this. Let me put it by the microphone. And it doesn't have a full cutout. But it's been milled, and if you got any remnants of a nail, you can just stick it in there and do that. Or if you don't want to do that, you use the thumb stud. I do believe this is one of those knives that needs a
Flipper delete. Nice. Yeah, I could easily remove that flipper, because look, so here it is right there, and it swings around. There's a stop pin right there. I can snip that off right there like that. Yeah, I love me some Remet Rhino. I need some more Remets in my life, I think. Oh, here it is. I believe these are the only Remets I own. Right there. 2 peacocks and a rhino. Let's see about zooming in a little closer. There we go. How's that? They look fairly similar. They're all similar in size, which is a good size. Music is at its crescendo. Let's see. See, we have the size of the Rhino. Blade is about 3 1/4 and 3 1/8. Now, let's just call it an even 3. The cutting edge is an even 3 inches. And the blade length is 7 1/4. Yep, 7 1/4 inches. Yeah, I believe the fray is a excellent knife. I don't own one yet. These are the Remet Peacocks, which is the Freya predecessor. There we go. And apparently, Pickled Steel is going to be doing a Freya's with flippers, which is a shame, I think. I know Barbie wants one, a flipper, because they're nails, but good, very good knife, very good budget knife. I actually dislike the term budget, because those knife snobs, when they say budget, they put this little sneer on it. And there's nothing wrong with a good budget knife. Sometimes right before I get into bed, I grab the knife off my nightstand and give it a couple flicks, just for good measure. Essentially to say goodnight. Got my brother the Peacock when it dropped. He carried it a lot. Yeah, I can imagine. At first, I thought I might not like it because FRN. But when I got the first one, I thought, ooh, nice. I got to get another one. So I got the other color. I think they also had a pink. And that was one of the other reasons why I was looking for it again, is to get the third color knife.
and unfortunately sold out. But I think they were less than $20. Hell of a good price. I mean, I got some great knives, or at least good knives, very good knives. Haha, there she is. Some good knives that cost under $20. And when I get a deal like that, I buy multiples, and a lot of them are going to end up as giveaways. Hell, I even got a couple under $10 knives that I swear to God, you know, to feel at work. There's no way that they should be that cheap. There's a Benchmade FRN and everything else FRN. Right, and the major difference between the Benchmade FRN and everything FRN is the Benchmade FRN you need to sell a car or mortgage your house to buy. The everything else FRN makes the knife cheaper, more inexpensive. Nice, Jim. $12.95. Yeah, I told you. I couldn't remember the exact price that I paid for them. I got them on Amazon, but I know that they were $20 or less ish. Speaking of budget knives, those $5 Ozark Trails at Christmas was the deal. Not bad. You mean these? I have 8 more of these to give away, or something to that effect. And then I have an equal number of these to give away. I got to tell you, my God, I mean, the handles definitely feel like plastic. That's a big drawback, but the action, look at that. Would you just look at it? I mean, very little bounce, for God's sake. You know, for a crossbar lock, and I don't have any others out other than those, because I'm not a big crossbar fan. But that bounce, or even button locks, for that matter, they got that bounce when they close. Unless you get the timing absolutely perfect, that blows. And Bert Relic's going to his couch. Thanks for coming to the nest. You take it easy. Have a good night. Don't fall asleep now. You know, you don't want to be an old man like me and fall asleep on the couch or a chair watching TV. Rolf Robertson's favorite knife at the moment is under $50. The Odin Wolf Fixie with a scanty grind. I can see that. It's a nice looking knife, the old Wolf, but I'm staying away from fixed blades. Just saying, just because I can't afford another knife addiction. Now, mind you, I do realize that fixed blades are certainly cheaper, at least for the most part, than folders. But yeah, one addiction at a time, I'm thinking. Rolf Robertson says the Amnesia I'm carrying was $28. Oh, sorry, that's Jim Miller telling Rolf Robertson. Ooh, that coral is flipping sweet. What, the Amnesia? Coral color? Nice. I like a good coral color. Although people tend to call it pink. And I just rolled my eyes at that. You know, my old house, the one I got kicked out of by my ex. Anyways, actually, she moved out. she wanted to sell the house, so I had to move out. Anyways, I had painted the living room and the dining room what was called Bombay Rose color. When my son walked in, he said, "Oh man, that's so pink." No, it's rose color. Not a pink rose. It's pinkish in color, but I actually like that color. The Rose Craft was less than $60. See, the air light just needed some working, some playing with. You know, these knives, they don't like sitting around. They like to be moved. They like somebody to pick them up and, Mr. Eddie in the house. You want fixed blades? How do you deploy? Do they have a thumb stud? Thumb hole? Back flipper? No? Oh man, that doesn't sound like fun. No, I'll tell you, if I buy a fixed blade, my first fixed blade's going to be the Combatant from TCAL. The TCAL Combatant. Although that what the hell's it called? The Warney EDC knife, Melissa Backwoods knife. That looks sweet. It does look sweet. That would look good at the small of my back, on my belt, riding Scout side. Riding Scout. Yes, he does. I've seen his work, mainly on TKE's channel. I tell you, Mr. Eddie, I don't know what TKE or Help with Gadgets would do without your knives or Fred the Lug's knives. Barbie says, I'm beachy. So there are my colors, teal and coral. Beachy, wrong vowel, bitchy. Sorry, I'm just joking, Barbie. Don't beat Ralph. He didn't mean to tell me that. Anyways, yeah, a nice EDC. I can see carrying a nice EDC fixed blade, but I wouldn't be able to carry one to work because, you know, I wear polos tucked in and can't have the knives exposed and blah blah blah. My main customer is Vistaprint. I don't know if you guys heard of them, but they do printing stuff, business cards, that kind of thing. Anyways, yeah, that's where I am every day. I'm an on-site tech. My Kamano has never failed. Never. Yeah, I can't wait to mod this. We're going to try to bring more of the purple out. As a Stonewash two-tone this. Ano, the hardware. It's going to look sick. Ralph. Nice. But you know what's funny is 45 minutes ago, I said, I'm going to bring this live stream to a close. But, you know, I got a second win. So if you guys are willing to hang, we can hang till G-Ball starts. Or maybe a little bit before that. I do need to get some more lubrication for the throat. So I'm going to take you with me. And I'm going to feed the habit too. I am a hinderer today. Nice. Let's see. Make sure I am live on this communication doohickey. Where, damn it, it happened again. Keep on bumping the mouse and it makes my screen go bye-bye. You love beach stuff. My whole house is nautical. Yeah. When I lived in Florida with my brother and sister-in-law after I got out of service, I worked for my brother for a while. Anyway, so my little brother. As if I had a big brother. I'm the oldest in the house. Anyways, his current ex-wife, she liked all the nautical, the light pastel, teals, peach, coral, that kind of thing. So that's what their house was, how it was decorated. Very, very, very Florida-esque. They lived in the Fort Myers area. Yeah, my brother is still living down there, divorced, but still living in the. I think he just moved back to Fort Myers, but he was living in Naples, Florida, for a while. Actually, during not the last hurricane, but the hurricane before that. About 4 years ago, I guess. I was watching the Weather Channel and seeing when the wall of the hurricane hit Naples, and saw what it was doing, and I gave my brother a phone call to see if he was okay and everything, and he didn't know what was going on because they lost power, so he couldn't see. And I told him what the weather guy was saying, and I asked him where he lived in Naples, and he told me downtown, near not too far from the water. So I described to him what they were showing, because he was in, I guess the reporter was in a hotel room shooting out his balcony window, and it turns out he was just my brother was just down the street from where this weatherman was. So I stayed on the phone with him for a couple hours, telling him what was going on, till the eye went over. So that was exciting. Barbie says, P.S. Ryan, I'm a bitch sometimes. Well, we all are. I'm also a dick and asshole occasionally. You know, it happens. Yeah, excellent taste she has. Going to Florida the 20th to see my mom going to Hudson. I have no idea where that is in Florida. The FLA. I don't know that they actually call it that, but Florida's a different animal. Weird. Flat. Sandy. But it's kind of neat. Went to the Everglades. Got to hold a alligator. I thought it was fake until I was holding it and it squirmed on me. That was fun. It was all I could do to hold on to that damn thing. It's so strong. That was when I airboat tour in the Everglades. Now, the whole thing struck up very touristy, and I thought, you know, we're gonna get airboat ride. I'm not gonna see any gators. 2 minutes into the ride, we stop, and there was about a 8-foot long gator in the water to the right on the channel that we were in, and he was the tour guide was telling us about that gator when then he looked and he saw a 15-footer to the left of the airboat, and apparently this gator, and everybody on the airboat was all over the sides of the airboat trying to see the smaller gator, when all of a sudden this the big gator had sensed the small gator, thinking, ooh, lunch, went under the airboat and hit it as it was going past, going under, and that caused the whole airboat to shudder, and everybody zoomed from the sides to the center where I was at, taking pictures with my 35mm camera. Edie says, Barbie says, going to Florida the 30th. Okay, I already read that. 5 minutes from the Gulf, an hour south of Ocala. I see. Think I don't care about the Gulf of, and I'm using air quotes, America, is the water is extremely warm. It's like you got the blazing heat and humidity of Florida, and you can't go into the water to cool off because it's hot. Plenty of gators around Alabama. Is that where you're from, Jim? The Bama area? I'm scrolling back in the chat to see I missed Kurt White. Hey, Kurt, if you're still in the house, welcome to the nest. You have the combatant and the piranha. They are great knives. Yes, they are. I watch the TCAL live stream every Sunday. They put on a great live stream. Very entertaining. Tim and CW seem to be great people. Yep, East Central Alabama, just outside of Auburn. Nice. Nice college town. I love college towns. The youngins bring a vibrancy to a town. Like the party. It's clear and beautiful. Yes, it is, Barbie. The Gulf is awfully nice. When I went to the Everglades, I was there with the ex. We weren't ex then. We were down to Miami for a wedding, and that was an interesting thing. Outdoor wedding, and I was dressed in shorts and which is a fancier Hawaiian shirt, and sandals for the wedding. That was an experience. Barbie says, I'll have Allie's grandbabies with her. Nice. Gotta love grandkids. I don't have any yet, at least not that I know of. And not that my son knows of either, I believe. I know he's not in the stream right now. Oh, Barbie Girl's going to visit Bando Picks, and Chris Juarez, War Room EDC. Oh, he wasn't in the nest today. That's a shame. Return calls and 14 grandchildren. Wow, that's a lot of grandkids. Jim Miller's still visit Aries. That'd be cool. Visit them in the shop. Check it out in real life. Yeah, the one knife of Aries that I really want is my namesake, the Crow. Last one he made, I told him, hey, the knife should go to me. Just call him my name. Hey Ron, running late tonight, but I guess better late than never. Yeah, Roger Baker, well, thanks for stopping in the nest. What are you carrying? What's in your pockets? Everybody told me what they had for lunch, or at least most people did. Well, Barbie, send him a Instagram. I'm sure he can, at least meet you someplace. There you go. Chris has his address. Nice. Ed, you're starving. Well, that blows. Grab yourself a snack. Come sit a while. I'm going to be bringing this to a close soon. Oh, that's what I said an hour ago. So, I've been remiss. I think this is only the second time I brought it up, but if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, which I believe everybody is subscribed, they're visiting, subscribe, please. I would appreciate it. Yeah, so next Saturday, in case you missed it, Venture 50, myself, and Titanium Justin are doing a joint live stream at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Make that 5 p.m. Eastern. We'll hopefully go a whole 2 hours, if not longer. And we'll obviously talk about knives. There might be a giveaway or two, maybe 3. Jim Miller. Jim made stuffed peppers. Oh, I love stuffed peppers. Whenever my mom made stuffed cabbage, she'd make a couple stuffed peppers for my dad when I was growing up. I love me some stuffed peppers. Good eating. Ooh, smelling supper right now. Sketty. I love me some good Italian food. I love even mediocre Italian food. Carrying a Tenable Model 6 and a K-Bar. Fixie today. That's from Roger Baker. Ghost Keeper, welcome to the nest. You just unboxed a Remet and Meteor. I just want the rest of their new releases now. Yeah, I hate that when that happens. Love stuffed cabbage. Yeah, that the gaseous repeat, it can be a bitch. Best stuffed peppers I ever had was not stuffed peppers, stuffed cabbage. Was at a little Russian deli in the town of Castro Valley in the Bay Area, and they served it with. And I never had stuffed peppers, stuffed cabbage with sour cream, but It was with Russian sour cream, which was very, very rich. God, that was good stuff. Good eating. Rolf, you taking off? You have a good night. Thanks for stopping in the nest. I enjoyed watching your live stream last night with the breaks and all. See you later, Barbie. See you in the streams. Yeah, I think when I get back inside, I'm going to call it quits. Peel the stream and grab me a bite to eat. Because it's dinner time. Have to wear hazmat gear after that stuffed cabbage. I hear you. That's, yeah, I can understand that. All right, everybody, you all have a good night. I'm going to, once I get on the screen here, make myself big. Where's my mouse? There it is. There we go. Boom, boom. Y'all have a good night. I want to wave. See you later. Thanks for stopping in the nest. And I had a good time, obviously, because I went with 3.5 hours. Love y'all. Let's see. Keep your blades sharp and your wood hard. Good night, all.